we do have to talk about the Acolyte because it did break new ground, right? We heard that all along, that the Acolyte's going to do something different for Star Wars, something new for Star Wars. It did that because it's the first trailer in history to be ratioed. And not just by a little, not just by a tiny little amount, not 50-50, no. 624,000 dislikes and climbing compared to less than 200,000 likes. And of course, so much of the conversation surrounding the Acolyte has been about diversity and equality and representation. We've heard that the entire time. Upcoming Star Wars TV show, The Acolyte, is packed with LGBTQ plus talent, and we're already obsessed. Thank you, Pink
Good
News.
Lord.
What about this? The Acolyte star Jodie Turner-Smith praises how the series is part of a wave of more inclusive and beautifully represented Star Wars shows. So there's more on the way. Yippee, yay for us. By the way, Jodie Turner-Smith, the same person who was celebrating the fact that the only people focused on in this show are strong, powerful women, because there's just been too many men in Star Wars, according to her. We know Star Wars just cast its first ever transgender actor. Happy Transgender Day of Visibility to everybody, because you're going to have the first transgender actor in Star Wars, The Acolyte.
What's she going to play? What is that person going to play?
Uh,
Probably the Jedi, right?
What he is going to play, that's unknown to me. I think it's going to be an ensign something. Some ensign. I don't fucking know. But really, at the end of the day, it all comes down to Leslye Headland and who they decided to hire for this job, because she has made it crystal clear throughout her entire fucking career that really all she cares about is putting her ideology and her identity and her agenda into everything that she makes. I don't know if you knew this, but originally she was noted as the queen of raunch comedy, which seems like the perfect person to come right into Star Wars, by the way. We know she worked with Harvey Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to get into this as well. She fucking shits on men. She shits on Christians. That's not a surprise. But now we have this. In 2021, Headland talked with the AV Club about LGBTQ representation in films. She said, as someone that is a lesbian, every time I see a gay or queer representation in the media, I scream with happiness. There's just nothing like seeing that out there in the world. To have the power when you're creating media to just put in certain types of people that maybe aren't necessarily in normal mainstream content or media is just, I know for people who don't identify that way, it doesn't seem that important. But to us, it's huge. Basically, if Headland is involved in a project, whether it be on stage, the small or big screen, it will include LGBTQ references. And that's what they've promised in The Acolyte. From her saying it will reflect her identity as a queer woman to almost every person that's hired for this, that is acting for this, is either fucking gay, trans, or non-binary in some way, shape, or form. And it is just, it could not be more clear what the message is supposed to be, and Star Wars fans are seeing right through it.
This is something that the High Republic always was. It was their section that they could message whatever they want into Star Wars. We talked about the twins, trans, non-binary Jedi that were in the High Republic. I hope they make an appearance. I don't know. But it just sounds like, just like Kathleen Kennedy always does, like what she did with Rian Johnson. Here, just make whatever. I don't care. Just throw it out there. And now Leslye Headland's like, just put whatever you want in there. Let's just go all in. Let's just go all in. That's what I always wanted, though. Honestly, I hope they do the same thing with the Rey film. I hope they do that with all their upcoming projects. I just want them to go all in. I hope that Yoda makes an appearance with his boyfriend. Like, that's what I want. Like, just go all in with this at this point, because there's no coming back with Star Wars.
The comment section is still great. Someone's killing awesome. Jedi. It's Disney.
Yep.
What do you see? Disney going bankrupt. This is from a day ago. Close your eyes. What do you see? The same fight scenes.
Yep.
BlackRock getting absolutely furious the series aren't making a profit.